Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom.
Where the hell have you been, soldier?
Training, sir! Training, sir!
What kind of training, son?
Army training, sir! Army training, sir!
Hey, welcome to the Ghetto Geek Squad presents Electric Boogaloo and Crew, an 80s movie podcast. I'm your host, the Lou and BoogaLou, and this is the crew. We're missing one guy right now. We don't know where he is. He's MIA, but he should show up later. All right, first up is, if you saw last week's episode, you know how incredible this guy's play-by-play of Adventures in Babysitting, which was ridiculous off of memory. Meanwhile, I got all kinds of notes. But say hi to Jay.
How's it going, guys? I'm afraid that's going to set a bar that I'm not going to be able to maintain.
Every episode, man, you know. Yeah. All right, and next is the co-host with the most, Mr. Chops, or if you're friends with him, you could call him just Chops. Say hi to the people, Chops.
How you doing, everybody? I'm ready to hook you, BoogaLou.
Yeah. All right, and if he gets here, Miguel's supposed to be our expert and a huge fan of the movie, of tonight's movie. We'll get to that in a second. Maybe he'll get in here on time, but first we'll play a little catch up. Jay, first let's start with you. How you doing, man, since last week?
Not too bad. Definitely started.
You sound a lot better.
A lot more movies. Yeah, we had to upgrade to to some headphones.
Great.
Using the professional recording equipment.
Thanks for caring about the show.
Singing, I heard wasn't up to your standards, so
What wasn't up to my standards?
My audio from last show. So.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't mine. I didn't. To me, I could still hear it, but everybody was like, "Yeah, it sounded really echoey."
Yeah,
it sounds like when people call in.
I don't understand.
Because you got that room echo. That's what it is.
No, I'm just kidding. I heard myself.
But yeah, man. Any good movies that you watched since last week?
I was just telling you about how just looking through Beastmaster, I came across Star Chaser. Oh, I'm sorry. But I was looking at Star Chaser, the origin of Orion. Is that it? Origin of Orion?
Orion or Orin?
Orin.
Orin. I think it was Orin, right? Orion or something.
So
that was played in the theaters in 3D. It was good though. It was worth to watch again.
Yeah, it did. I was just like, it just took me back. Like, I remember all of this. Yeah.
Wow. We had it on VHS.
So
we talked about that last week about how we recorded everything on VHS last week. When my father was every time we rented something. But
so I had the fragments in my mind of a cartoon.
Yeah, that was one of those we watched a lot.
It was like, oh, this is where it was from. So.
And then you reminded me of that other great movie that we definitely got to do.
Yes. What's it called? Last Starfighter.
Last Starfighter. They were supposed to do a remake of that a couple of years back. I would be interested if they could do that good.
Yeah,
that was
I'm not offense with that because it is a classic, So
it's a great movie, but the special effects are so dated. They look like cartoons. I don't know if last time you saw it.
I think that's part of its charm.
It looks like Commodore 64 graphics.
It's like a piece of paper, like pew.
Yeah. What about you, Choppers? You see anything this week?
No, only the back of my eyelids and a couple of frying pans, but that's about it.
Out of all the movies I recommend to you every week that you ask me to, you didn't watch any of them?
I watched, what did I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Brain's a little foggy. But, I watched Scoob today, finally.
How fucking awesome was that?
That was a really good movie.
Scoob, like really good.
Scooby-Doo, the new cartoon that they just did. Yeah. It's got Will Arnett as Shaggy. Tracy Morgan as Captain Caveman. Fucking Mark Wahlberg as the Blue Falcon. I forgot who played Dynamite. Dude.
Wow, the Blue Falcon?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh.
They were tapping into characters.
Yeah. It's all the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon guys. Dick Dastardly and Muttley are the bad guys.
Nice.
The humor is great.
Yes.
You should have HBO Max. It's on HBO Max. It's only on that right now. So you can download it. It's free for Verizon. I told you that. But I saw that shit out, dude. I watched it a Saturday night at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning watching. I was loving it. I was like, dude, this shit is great.
In all honesty, I'm like, there's one reason why I want to watch HBO Max, and that is for the new
Justice League.
Justice League.
Yeah. No, I mean, It's free, so fuck it. The
Yeah,
Looney
actually, I
Tunes is
paid
pretty
for
good
it
on it
as
too.
well, but
They got a new Looney Tunes cartoon on it. It's pretty good.
okay.
It's really
Yeah, it's not
short
that
too.
bad.
Um,
Extremely.
yeah, I saw The Hunt, which was
Uh-huh.
the shit.
Yes,
Which
I
one
have
is
to
this?
watch that.
That's the one about the manhunt. That was the one that they banned in the movie theater because of the shooting.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in like September, and then I think that was when they did the. I think the Vegas shooting happened then, and
Mm-hmm.
they
Oh,
decided because it was too violent, whatever. They decided to take it out of the theater. Then they brought it back into the theater the week before the pandemic started, and they had to take it out again. And then they put
Wow,
it
it's
on
just
straight to the video.
it's got no
oh
luck, huh?
wow.
So yeah, it's got no luck. But fuck, yo, the movie is bananas, man. So good,
Really?
so good.
Who's in it?
The girl from Glow. You didn't watch that. I don't know how
No.
else to tell you. Betty Gilpin. There's a couple of famous people, but it would be yeah. I can't tell you because it would ruin it. There's a lot of
Yeah, no,
surprises.
no, I just figured, usually when you give me a couple of names of actors, it'll be like, oh, that movie,
It was written by. Let's put it this way. It was written by the guy who did Watchmen
hmm
and Lost,
Okay.
Oh
and
wow.
it's basically like bonkers. It's just like it's about a manhunt. Remember Surviving the Game
Yeah, yeah.
with Ice-T?
Yeah, I see.
It's
Yeah,
like that, where these people are hunting
yeah.
deplorables.
Or like The Pest.
Yeah, so yeah, oh exactly, yeah. So like they're hunting these people down or whatever, and then it gets a lot into political stuff, and everybody was talking about how it's about like Trump supporters freaking killing off whatever, but it's not like that. It's fucking it's just when it gets to the ending, it's kind of stupid, but it was like, all right, this is great, this is fun. It's just fun, and
Yeah,
gory,
yeah.
really gory.
Netflix kind of movies with especially the Adam Sandler ones are just like,
Exactly, they suck, and I was like, that was a good
yeah,
one. His other
yeah,
one
that
was
one
good,
was
pretty good too.
Surprising. Thank
What?
goodness.
Father of the Year, check that one out.
Oh, okay.
That one he talks like Adam Sandler in That's My Boy. Favorite of
Yeah,
mine.
it's fucking
Yeah, but it is like he's just like a really bad like redneck father and shit like that.
okay.
All right, so we got down to the business. Let's talk about today's movie.
That I
What is
ruined.
Got some fun. Spoiler alert, Jay.
Oh,
Jay, tell him the
disclaimer.
movie.
Disclaimer.
Tell him the movie, Jay.
Tonight's movie is going to be Beastmaster. Or The
What?
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster? Oh, the
Yeah.
Beastmaster.
The Beastmaster, of course.
I got a lot of cool stuff for this one. Just for the fact, I'm just gonna go right out of it. So it's directed by Don Coscarelli, who did Phantasm. He did the Phantasm movies. He did
Okay.
Bubba Hotep.
Yes.
Fucking awesome movie. What was the other one? John Dies at the End. That's on Hulu, guys. That's a really good one too. It's
Oh, yeah?
got Paul Giamatti in it.
Oh, okay.
Done, Dodger.
So I read his book. Not only that,
You got it signed.
He got it out of Guaya.
look at that. How cool is that?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And one last thing. Look at that. Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. The
Whoa, that
Comic-Con.
You're
guy.
the director with Comic Con.
The Comic-Con.
whoa,
pick.
Nelly.
Isn't that cool?
That's
Yeah,
cool as
that is
hell,
cool.
man.
I was like second in line for him too, so it was like, and I actually didn't even know he had a book coming out, but I saw that he was doing an autograph signing, so I did that, and they were like, oh yeah, you can purchase the book right over there while you're waiting or whatever, and CM Punk was actually moderating what do you call that, a panel that he was doing, talking about the Phantasm movies and all that stuff like that, and I didn't know about that. What?
Was I there?
I was me and Jay Choice was there. I think.
Oh, okay. Could I remember
left because I was by myself. Because
Okay.
Jay had left while I was waiting online. Like I said, I was
Hey.
like number 2 on the line. So, man, he was
Gotcha.
a fucking amazingly nice guy. What a great guy. But when you read the book, man, the hardships that he's gone through with Hollywood is fucking ridiculous. The
I'm
hardships
sure.
he went through this movie is crazy. Like, they had some like French producers that just gave him shit from day one. Like, we're gonna fire you. We're gonna fire you. We're gonna fire you. So he was constantly had this like fucking cloud over his head. But
Well, I'll tell you what though, man. You watch it nowadays and it holds up. I mean, the special effects and everything like that.
What happened?
The storyline. I really, like we were just talking about the graphics on Last Starfighter and stuff, how dated it is and
Oh,
stuff
we
like
paused
that.
for a second.
And plus you got to give like Mark Singer some props. I mean, the there's no CGI back then, so that guy's actually rocking the black tiger next to him.
Yeah, so there's some cool stuff about that too.
You know?
First of all, Mark Singer was an asshole to the director.
Oh, really?
Yeah, him and the writer, Paul. I forgot what the writer's name was, but like he would do shit on purpose just to fuck with him. And
I didn't know he was big enough of a name.
well,
to
he
do
wasn't.
something like
And but they put some money into this. Josh, we could see you.
I know.
Oh, okay. You paused for a second, but you know.
Yeah, okay.
That's how this is the age that we live in.
Okay. I like, oh, snap.
So,
What to me?
yeah, he was supposed. There's a lot of actors that he wanted for originally. Actually, Demi Moore was supposed to get the girl part.
I was gonna say she was supposed to be Dar.
No, she was 18 years old, and he wanted her really badly. And they were like, "Oh, her voice is too smoky, and the microphones won't catch it." Yeah. So, like I said, they were giving him like stupid shit like that on, all this, everything that he said that kind of like knocked it down.
Yeah.
John Amos's character, this is great.
Yeah, definitely.
So he was about to he was looking for a casting, whatever, and a director called him and said, "Listen, I'm filming a movie right now. I want you to come check this guy out. He's really good." That director was Sylvester Stallone. That guy was Mr. T.
Wow.
So this is before the 18. So he went to the set and watched him. And he was like, "Dude, this guy's got a lot of charisma and everything." So they had him Mr. T test for the part.
Really?
But, yeah, and Mr. T but had that Chicago accent. And he couldn't do what he calls, if you see every kind of like medieval movie always has to have a British accent for some reason.
Yeah.
No matter what. He goes Game of Thrones, you look at all those movies. They
Well,
always have a British
because
type.
I don't think that stuff was going on in like North America.
Well, that's true.
I didn't think about that one.
But they always have this kind of like, they call it Shakespearean accent. And he's like, he couldn't. They said as many times they tried.
It's like trying to get Mike Tyson to do Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly. So he was just like, he said he felt so bad, man, because he kept coming in, having him try different things. And he said Mr. T must have been thinking about him like, oh my God, this guy's like a dick, man. What is he trying to make me do? But he goes, I'm sure Mr. T wasn't mad because then he auditioned for the A-Team and then he became one of the most popular characters on TV.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I don't really know if I wanted to see Mr. T with that loincloth.
that Loin Clothes, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is another funny story because when John Amos and Mark Singer first saw each other in the loincloth, they both just started busting out laughing.
Yeah, I was like, I was looking at those costumes. I was like, I don't know.
It was and it was cold there too. They always were. Everything was always freezing.
Oh man.
Shit.
So, yeah, so that was a cool one. What did I say, Demi Moore? But yeah, so Rip Torn from Mayax. It was supposed to be Klaus Kinski.
I was like, oh my God, that's Rip Torn.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
yeah, that was Klaus Kinski. He wanted for that. Producers didn't want to do it. No. We wanted, so he got lucky and he got Rip Torn. So that worked out for him.
Yeah,
It worked out. Actually, it all worked out for him. He says that he loves the movie. There's just one thing that he didn't like about it, and we'll get to that later. Yeah, bottom line was that Mark Singer didn't like him. Kept doing shit to fuck with him. There was the one scene where they're on the river, on the raft, and they had to go back and get the tiger, which they painted black because he wanted the panthers originally, and they said that they couldn't control panthers like tigers.
Yeah.
They couldn't tame
That's what I thought. Okay. I knew
I
it
was
was kind of
like,
weird.
Someone paint that tiger, or did someone really find a tamed black tiger?
When you
That's
see
what I
it,
thought. It bugged me out for
because it's
a hot minute, man.
when it's in HD, you can notice it in certain light. You
Yeah.
can see like the stripes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically they went to go get the tiger because they couldn't. It was kind of like that whole situation. You can't leave the tiger with these because this will happen.
Yeah.
So they went to go get it, and they left Mark Singer at the bottom of the river. Mark Singer paid a fucking riverboat man to take him back upriver, grabbed the freaking director and the writer, like lifted them both up, and fucking like shook the shit out of him and threw him on the floor. And they were fucking pissed. They were like, that's it. They called his agent. They were like, no, we're not fucking having this shit. We're tired of dealing with this motherfucker, dealing with all this crap. That night, Mark Singer came knocking on the trailer door, And he goes, I think we all need a hug. And after that, they said they were all good. Everybody was good with each other.
Yeah,
Wow.
and his agent was like, "Yo, you crazy?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no,
You don't know your man.
You know, V ain't coming until a lot later.
I was just about to say that, yeah. So they worked out with that. And then one last thing about how the producers were fucking with him was they did 2 days of shooting, and all of a sudden, now they had the cinematographer, they had Stanley Kubrick's cinematographer. That's why it looks so fucking beautiful, that movie, because it really is nice shots. Nice cinematic shots and everything. It doesn't look like Deathstalker. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look like a cheap fucking
It's true.
movie.
That's what I was saying. Like, it definitely held, stood the test of time.
Yes, it's definitely got. I mean, they want all in. I think they said every stuntman, pretty much every big stuntman worked on that movie, which is pretty cool. So they decided to change the lenses because the French producers were afraid that, well, not afraid, but they wanted to put it on TV. So what it would do is it would shrink the screen, so this way it would fit on. Remember, you had the 4:3 ratio back then. It wasn't widescreen. And they figured it would play better on TV or whatever. And then 2 days later, after fighting with, like I said, Stanley Cooper, who's like one of the greatest directors of all time, you're gonna fight with his cinematographer, he made sure that it was on every one of his movies. Did fucking like The Shining, all those fucking crazy big movies that he did. And they're gonna argue with him. Finally, they decide, all right, no, we're not gonna go back to it. So if you notice it, the scene when Dara is a kid and the bear comes out. I told Chops and Miguel to look for that scene. It looks like shit.
And I forgot about it, and then all of a sudden that scene happened. I was like, "What the hell happened to the movie?" I was like, "Oh, I remember Lewis telling me though that it changes for a little bit over there." And I was like, "Yeah, that was really like noticeable."
Like it's hugely noticeable. He goes, "Thank God the rest was cut," because they did like 2 weeks. I mean, 2 days of shooting. All right, so let's get into it, man. We got Dar starring Mark Singer. We know him most from V, which. God damn it, V was like the shit back in the day.
Yeah, that TV show is awesome. That was like the Game of Thrones back then.
Especially the final battle. The final battle we watched a lot. Especially that baby scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
That's funny.
Seth fucking James Evans himself, John Amos. Do it, Chops. Do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's funny.
Yes, man. Oh man, I caught that shit. I caught that episode late one night, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, "That says when she throws the fucking bowl down." She's like, and the whole episode, they're like, "Ma, you're not reacting. Ma, you're not reacting. No, you're not reacting." And then at the end, she just finally fucking loses it. Great fucking John Amos is the shit though. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It made me. Well, I don't want to jump to the end of the movie, but go ahead.
All right, we'll go. Yeah, remember that though.
Yeah.
Kiri, Tanya Roberts. How freaking smoking was she?
One of the best looking chicks in the whole fucking foot. Except, you know what?
I think that was on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. She had the bluest eyes out of.
Oh my God, the eyes were gorgeous.
Hell yeah, the guy was looking to the Caribbean Ocean.
And it's funny too because as watching the movie, lately, I for the first time got to see the naked parts because of all my father always cut the naked parts out of the recorded video, so it was always like, and then next thing you know, she's chasing the freaking squirrel. I mean the weasels, or the ferrets, So
that was way better than that. Yeah, I was so happy I saw that scene. Me and Miguel were watching it almost at the same time. The other night I think it was Sunday night. And we both started it almost at the same time. And I texted him. I was like, yes. I was just like, finally, I've been redeemed.
Exactly.
And it was so worth it, man.
I
was like, there's another one back there, too.
Oh, that was a great, such perfect.
I felt the same way because I saw it at your house. And I didn't get to see that part.
Yeah.
He told me to close my eyes. I'm like, what?
That's funny.
So, I just told Miguel, I was like, listen, man, you can still join anytime, man. Don't feel like we're not, you're going to interrupt us. We can stop for a second to talk. Mayax, Rip Torn, the amazing Rip Torn.
Crazy, man.
For some reason, the first thing that always comes into my head with Rip Torn is Freddy Got Fingered. That's like the worst movie.
Oh yeah.
And all I know is me and Jason saw that in the theater, and we were fucking rolling in that movie.
Like,
That was when like
some
what's his name?
sausage.
Tom Green.
Yeah.
He tried to get a career, but Rip Torn is known for so many other things.
Yeah.
He is also known for being a maniac off the set.
He's always getting arrested. And
he's always getting arrested. He was like the Nick Nolte back in the day.
Yeah.
He'll always be Zed for me.
The what?
You know, Zed from Men in Black.
Yeah, yes, good one.
Oh yes,
good one. Yes. All right, so let's start off with the movie. First of all, I one thing Chops had said beforehand, I did agree with you that the movie did feel a little long. I was like 2 hours. I stopped it, and I watched the rest of it. It was 2 hours.
Yeah, you gotta take an intermission.
I was like, just the story just keeps moving and moving, and it's like he's all over the freaking place.
That's the other thing I want to talk about later. And I told Miguel that on his text. That was that. You better explain this plot to me, because those plots I had to rewind. I'm like, wait, what? Like this one is this, and this one is that, and that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to write down the names,
like rolling,
making a chart and shit like that.
Yeah, right. You got a whole tree with the yarn.
Which brings us to a point at the end of the movie that we'll definitely talk about. The other thing was another thing that he was fighting with the producers was when he finished the movie. So in Directors Guild, you're supposed to have the final cut. The director has, I think it was 6 weeks to do the final cut. So he gets to sit in the editing room, not the final cut, but sit in the room and edit the movie with the editor. 2 weeks in, they're like, well, since they call him the CD, which is the commercial director. Mm-hmm. He says, when the CD, he said he's gonna come and do everything anyway, so you might as well just have him come in now. This way we can save time or whatever. So Don was like, he said, I was so gullible. I was like, all right, sure, no problem. And they pretty much didn't listen to anything he said. Everything that they fucking did. And his first cut that he did was almost 20 minutes shorter. It was like an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay.
And the producers was like, no, it's too short. We got to make it longer. Because it moves too fast. It's like, that's what movies are supposed to do, asshole.
Yeah. But even as it is, I mean, it really, like sometimes I look at long movies and I'm like, like this part, you could cut that out. It really didn't need to be there, you know what I'm saying? But that was like everything just kept moving. It wasn't like there was any really stupid.
Here's where they made it longer. They took every shot and let it sit there for an extra 2 or 3 seconds, which is stupid. Just to kind of expand the running time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why it feels like sometimes, like, you felt like, all right, like you said, it does move fast, but sometimes the shots, when I told you this, if you rewatch it again, you're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah, like they should have cut
just like waiting right there for.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like, okay, cool.
Dar. All right, so we start the movie off with the witches.
Yeah.
You will die by the hands of Zed's unborn son.
Unborn son?
All right, did you guys notice that the witches were ugly as fuck, but they had some nice bodies?
I was just about to say that.
They got killed,
that threw me up. I was like, oh man, it is gonna be good.
They're like bikinis and panties.
Yeah, Chops, you gotta watch Dead Stalker. You're gonna get everything you want from that movie.
Okay.
That movie was like a soft porn.
Oh yeah.
I loved. Oh, that movie's great though. It holds up, man. But it's so cheesy and so bad. But it's like every 2 minutes there's like a nudity part.
Whoa, man.
And it's like it's got porno stars and like Playboy Playmates, not Penthouse Playmate, Penthouse Playmate.
I was like,
they don't even have a part in the movie. They just walk by, show some titty, and walk away.
It's crazy. I was like, and the second one doesn't have as much, and the second one is just funny as shit. So the second one's definitely recommended too. Yeah, man. I was hoping like for Miguel to fill in the blanks, so you guys are gonna have to help fill in these blanks.
Okay.
The monks killed themselves.
Yeah, well, what's it called? Because the king comes into the room.
Jay comes through to the fucking clinch.
Sorry, I got
no good. I love it, man. Fuck you. That's why you're here.
So yeah, so they're all what's this guy's name? Malik.
Malax. I'm gonna kid. It's not Malax. Is it Mayax?
No, it's Mayak.
Mayax.
You know, what's it called? What's it called? Him and the witches are all looking into the pot. You know, just like you said. You know, they prophesize his unborn son is gonna kill him, and then the king enters with his soldiers and was like, you know, break this up. This is, you know.
Now was that Zed?
Arrested. Yeah, Zed. What do you mean? The king?
The blind guy that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they showed the tattoo to make sure that you.
Two snakes
back at the end,
and
you know.
But, like I said, there was a lot of stuff that I was like, wait a minute, okay, wait,
Yeah. So that's why they make sure you see the tattoo, and then they show you the tattoo at the end, so that way you know it's the same guy, kind of thing. But yeah, so then he's like, you know, arrest these people, and he's like, what are you talking about? These are my people. He's like, go kill yourselves, and the guys, you know, hang themselves.
Yeah,
right.
I was
like,
thinking,
you know, fanatics, you know, and then
what you saying,
I don't want to cut you off, Chops.
what I was saying was, I also thought it because they didn't want to leak out the truth, leak out what they saw, so they had to kill themselves first.
Yep.
So to honor their king, to know that they wouldn't say anything to anybody else.
Yep. Well, it's funny because they let the witches go, but they grabbed this guy.
That was my. I just want to let you know that was the first WTF I wrote, and not Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Is it Foxtrot?
No, 4 for my band.
4. I always fuck that up. That's Jason's band, Cheap Pop. And there's a lot of them in this whole script. All my notes, I'm like, what the fuck? All right. Oh, that was good. Okay, that was good. That was good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So then the ox.
Yeah.
The whole ox.
Yeah. So they take
Go to oxes.
Yeah, when the witch brings
oxen. Oxen is the plural.
I
hope you're not Englishing your homeschool kid.
Yeah,
no.
We leave that to the internet.
Yeah. So what you saying, Jay?
What's it called? Yeah. So she brings the ox over to the king, and I find it so funny. The king and the queen are sleeping, and this witch with this ox just walk right up into the house, like,
and nobody hears nothing.
There ain't no guards.
Exactly.
You aren't in a palace.
That's
I mean,
true.
she was downstairs. You know, like, you know, when they were bringing him to prison. You know, she was just standing outside the place, like, just covering her face, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
so she was outside the palace, you know. So, and then she just walks right in there, puts that blue stuff on their necks.
So,
yeah.
I feel like I want like a chance. Remember the Beastie Boys documentary? Highly recommended, Jay. When it was like, what the fuck? But they had some other word that they wanted to do or whatever. But like, I feel like there should be like a big WTF that I should like post on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every time we talk about something in the movie, like, what the fuck?
Or like the Mad Money, or whatever that is. The
weird shit.
The stock show where they hit the button, you know.
Yeah.
Got the whole soundboard.
Yes. So you got strange blue liquid and Pregger.
Yeah, and then you know, she sucks the baby. She does something like this. She doesn't. I don't even think she says words, man. She just like, you know.
Yeah, she said something, but it's not very clear.
And then transfers the baby into the
ox, which is crazy.
Or the ox, and then it winds up killing the mother while she's doing that, you know.
And you know the thing that freaked me out was they show the baby's footprint or handprint come through the stomach.
Yeah, right before.
That was fucking that was nice little detail, baby. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
That was cool. So the guy brings the guy brings the baby to the village.
What? Well, first, you missed the witch. Brings him over to the fire. You know, the ox kills the ox, and you know, but they don't show
the baby out.
But she got the baby, and she's like doing a ritual, and then she burns his hand with the temple on it, and then just as she's about to kill him, you know, because the burn is like, the baby starts crying. So the guy walking through the woods with the lamp, his dad, you know, his new dad, realizes, oh, that's a baby she's got. When she brings the knife up, he brings that cool ass freaking boomerang thing out.
Yeah, like,
No, we all wanted one.
yeah, it looked like something from Crawl.
Kroll, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Kroll, by the way, is a movie we will not be doing on our podcast. That movie does not hold up at
I
all.
remember seeing it a couple of years ago, and I was just like,
Oh, it's so
God,
boring.
this is so
There's like there's a few couple of great scenes in there,
Yeah,
but not enough to fucking pan out a full
yeah,
movie.
right.
I hear you.
Yeah. So that's how he gets his hands on the baby and then brings it back to the village.
Ah, okay. All right. And then that's when they had the famous freaking
Fast forward to
little boy
teenage
freaking
years.
with the bear scene.
Yep.
That looks fucking horrible. I was like,
Oh,
what
Which
boy.
is messed up because he knows the bear's there. It's like that, and he didn't even say like, "Yo, neighbor, look out!" You know, he's just like,
Really?
"I wonder what he's gonna do."
Well, man.
Kitty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He didn't learn what a cat and a bear was yet.
Yeah. Oh,
So
my
now they
God.
destroy his village with what I call the Jay. You'll remind me, or Charles, both of you, the Dungeons and Dragons toys that we had.
Yes.
The guys with the fucking helmets. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
They were like blue or something
yeah.
like that.
It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons though.
It wasn't from the cartoon. It was
No,
like their
it was
own. It was like
something other.
it was called Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Was it?
Yeah, and we had a couple of
I forgot
toys
all
from them.
about those. Yeah,
But it was
yeah.
before the cartoon, and the cartoon was the shit.
Yeah.
The fucking with the little kid and fucking as the barbarian and the roller coaster ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that brought back memories.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
So we don't
But,
get Alzheimer's.
but yeah, the Jun Horde comes in and wipes out his.
Okay, so they're the
family.
Judd Horde. Okay. So there was some confusion in my writings, man. I was just like, wait, what the fuck?
So is that what you're trying to allude to with the toy and everything? You know, the guy with the thingy.
Yeah,
and-
so now who are the Judd Horde?
The Judd Horde work for. I keep wanting to call him Mayak. You know, what's it called?
Mayaks.
Mayak.
Just think of it like this. It's spelled Max with a double A.
Yeah. That freaked me out. I'm like, is it supposed to pin out Matt or Mayak?
It's every
Yeah.
sci-fi movie does that, or fucking medieval movie show. They got throwing a couple extra vowels in there, and like just to do
I have to say one thing about that beginning scene with the people torturing the village. When he killed the dog, was that dog asleep? Or was that a real dog that they killed?
You caught it, right?
Yes. It looked very, very real.
Oh no, he was asleep. They said if you look at it, you can see him breathing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But his
That's a
tongue was
glitch,
out.
I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that's I was like, yeah, I was thinking it was a stuffed dog because it was like,
No,
But it
Don.
looked real. I was like, wow.
yeah, see, the Animal Humane Society wouldn't let him do that shit.
No,
nowadays.
and Don fought for that big scene at the ending. We'll talk about later.
Yes.
And he was like, "Don't you fucking do that! No, there's no way I'm doing that." He wouldn't direct it. He would not direct it.
Hmm.
And we'll get to that. It's in my notes.
Dog's name was-
I don't want to ruin it.
The
Yeah, I
dog name
know,
was Toto,
I was
correct?
like, this part, but I was like, I will save it. You know.
Toto, the dog name?
Kodo?
Toto, right? Yes.
No,
Toto, that's
the,
Wizard of Oz.
No, the dog, the
Yeah,
white dog.
Kodo and Poto is the
Yeah, the ferrets.
No, the dog's
And-
name
Oh,
No, no.
shit.
was Toto.
and the no, isn't that the name of the lion, the black lion?
No. The Black Lion was named something totally different. Black Lion was Ruth.
What the
Ruth.
Ruth, R-U-H.
Baby Roo.
R-U-H. That's Rue.
Yeah,
Roo. Yeah.
Ruth.
Roo.
You threw it
was
in
thinking,
there,
oh,
man.
oh,
Yeah, that's like,
oh.
I don't think that was Ruth. There weren't no roots in those times.
Yeah, no, not Ruth.
But what's it called? Back to your question about the Jun Horde, who they
Yes.
work for. What's it called? The priest that worked for for Mayax is the Jun priest, isn't it? So the Jun Horde, the Jun priest.
Okay.
You know, so it's all, you know, they work.
It just got
together.
confusing at the end, and again, we'll get to that again. I'm building up that suspense.
Hey,
What the hell
Yeah.
happened? Why does Lou keep alluding to these questions?
I know where you're going with that because I kind of felt the same way. Like, well, it kind of looks like they were coming over there to kick their asses at the end. You know, like were they coming over there just to help out?
That's
You know?
what I'm saying. So Dar and the Bert, the brand on his palm, white dog with an arrow in him, pulls Dar to safety. That was cool, yeah. And we just talked about that.
And he wound up dying. Oh, so sad. That dog was
Poor
loyal.
little puppy. We love that puppy.
I love him.
We love that puppy. Oh, okay. So shit. I was supposed to fucking have this ready. So now we're getting to Dar when he's older, right?
Yes.
We
Isn't
get
he
that
already
speech.
That was,
Yeah, he's already.
he was older.
That's the age.
He's already older.
Up into his,
When he got dragged to safety.
yeah, when he got dragged to safety, that's the age he goes out and starts.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. God, yeah. So young Dar's father. Well, I guess he was still young because he wasn't like fucking maybe 30-year-old Dar. He says, Dar, the gods have put the mark on you, and someday you'll find out why. Till then, this mark will be your guide. My sword and my caber will be your trusted companions. Protect Emer, your home, and if anything should happen to me, look for our enemies, the Juns. And you may search for your destiny in the valley of Aruk.
Oh, that was him. He gave part of.
And I'm not being stupid on this.
Yeah.
It was just that I feel like they were just, it's like kind of King of Thrones, where they throw so many names at you, and I'm like, I just remember just watching this movie and just enjoying for the action. I'm like, oh shit, I got to pay attention to what the fuck's going on here now.
Yeah, well, basically he was just saying that where he found him and stuff. So he's saying like this symbol. When he the whole bear scene, he tells him about that thing like this thing is gonna be your destiny.
That was the whole speech, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I had that ahead. I should have had that earlier, yeah.
Yeah, but what's it called? No, but they repeat it at this point,
Oh,
and then they add
okay.
a little extra to it because then that whole like find our enemies and all that kind of shit. That was all new in the speech and stuff. But that he said that just basically to set the foreground for the what's to come.
So the Valley of Arak, was that the where the temple is? Is that what that's supposed to be? Or
yeah, that's what I just took it with a grain of sand kind of thing. Like, yeah, go to this place and that place. Yeah, wherever. Go to the freaking temple. That's what you I don't know where it's called.
The big fucking pyramid.
You're going straight and then you turn and then you keep going straight.
And go take them all.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Send me, man.
He does the Conan thing with the stick. That was
yes. He's doing the training. Yes, and let me tell you something. I saw that and that brought back so much memories, man. After that movie, we couldn't, as kids, could not pick up a sword without throwing that figure eight.
Oh, you have to. Hell yeah. Hell
After
yeah.
That movie, exactly.
Yeah, it's great shit. Yeah. Then ferrets, meet the ferrets.
Yep.
Kodo.
They steal his clothes. Okay, so the ferrets come in. They steal his clothes. He goes chasing them, and he falls into the quicksand.
Yes.
That's when we first learned how to get out of quicksand. If you can't grab a branch, try to call some ferrets.
I still feel like John Mulaney is right, the comedian. Because when we were kids, we were all thinking about how scared we were of quicksand, and this is something we have never encountered or ever had been a problem in our lifetime.
I know. I knew to watch out for that shit.
Like,
you don't want to be in that.
You don't even hear quicksand anymore.
And then I started learning facts as an older. As I got older, I learned facts about it. I'm like, really? Is it that rare? And is it? Yeah, really?
I'm just like,
easy to get out.
But they love putting in adventure movies in the 80s, man. And I was like, I think it was on like every fucking adventure movie.
But let me tell you something. I've been in a situation similar to that. It was just mud like that, but it looked solid. And I was walking in the woods, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, and I was, past my knees in this mud. And the more I tried to move, it just kept sucking me down deeper and deeper. It was like one of those, I got a tree and was able to pull my shit out. Yeah, everybody was like, what happened to Jay? And then all of a sudden I came out, I was like, up to my waist in mud, missing a shoe.
Just see your freaking hand coming down.
Yeah, exactly, It was like, well, he ain't getting in my car.
Damn. You better quit walking.
Like upstate or in Pennsylvania, somewhere like that,
Damn.
But, so he gets out of the ferrets.
He finds the tiger now.
What?
The tiger?
Out of the mud.
and get out of the ferret mess.
Yeah, he gets out.
saved one
And
of
then
the
one
other
of them
ferrets.
falls in there, and he goes and he grabs it, and then that's
throws
when,
it out.
Oh, the tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. And then we get to the waterfall scene.
yeah, that's what we
We
were
could just talk. We
discussing
could just think
earlier.
about that one for a little bit.
And I'm done.
So,
I'm spent.
so, all right. Was it me? But was like the Beastmaster being kind of creepy on her.
He was absolutely
No,
my
his game.
comment.
Good.
No, go for it. I keep talking.
Yo, his game was fucking crazy. And when you find out the relations later on, you're gonna be like, yo, he's a creep, man.
Is that what you
He's a
call
creep.
like a rapist?
That's what I'm talking about in the ending, man. Because goddamn, there's some shit on that.
As like a rapist.
I'm
you
glad
call
you
that
caught
game?
that. What happened? I didn't
Would you call what a rapist does having game?
Yeah, Chops.
Go steal that woman's clothes, and then while she's half naked, I'm gonna be like, well, now you owe me something, baby.
Dude, that was like,
I was like,
yeah, I was like, me too.
I was like, damn. I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, for all the lessons his dad taught him, he didn't teach him how to respect.
Yeah. 80s was a different time, man. I'll tell you that, man. But that was just, I mean, I don't even know how, like, nobody saw that creepy. Like,
yeah, that was
really creepy.
Peeping Tom, and then he, like, plotted to, like, to keep him naked.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know what? I got a plan to go get some of that,
All right, so we're moving on from the beautiful Kiri.
Now we're just on this one part.
I know, really. And I was also going to talk about that 70s show because she was great.
Oh, well, they got the lion before the waterfall scene. I know
Well, that's what I said. The tiger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tiger, lion.
I know.
Black tiger.
We got Chops with Toto, the fucking dog, and now
That's his
fucking
name.
Jason with the lion.
Freaking cat,
Yeah. It's like the wrong movie.
This movie I thought could have been called like He-Man the movie, with a bad cat.
You know what? A lot of people said that.
And it probably would have. Well, I'm sure I would have appreciated a lot more than Dolph Lundgren.
I still like that movie, but I would like to hit that movie
recently. I was like, oh,
really? I saw it a couple of years ago, and I think I enjoyed it.
Oh my god, it was like there was bad acting.
I seen it in parts.
Dolph is like the worst.
Oh come on, man! Don't fuck with Dolph.
No, man.
All right, we'll get back to the.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll go on point.
So
Dar and the boiling pit. Dar goes into the boiling pit with the head.
Yeah, the bat-looking things.
The bat people.
So he sees. How
did they get into that? I don't even remember.
Because he's chasing Carrie and stuff, and he can't find her. And then all of a sudden, it's dark and stuff, and he sees up on a mountain, and there's like a tree with all these lights and stuff around. So must be up there. So he ran up there, and when he gets up there, there's a guy.
Where did Kiri go? I don't know.
She just disappeared. She was like,
okay, see, that was again one of those parts where I thought, like, did I miss something? And I hate rewinding movies.
She ran away.
Well, she explained that he's like, well, don't go back. She's like, I'm a slave, and he's like, well, then don't go back. And she's like, they'll kill my.
I will save you.
If I don't go, and and then she broke out on him,
Ran in the woods.
And then they ran into the bad people, which were cool as fuck.
Yeah, those things were like definitely held their own. I mean,
Hell yeah,
they did. They were not fucking around.
Nightmares are made of as kids. And
what?
Scary is cool.
Yes.
Scary.
And I'm gonna call him Don. I'm just gonna call him Don because I hate saying his last name, Coscarelli. But that was his biggest thing with Phantasm, was that everything in Phantasm is about nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
It was his biggest nightmare. Everything that he wrote in that movie was his nightmares about death, about dealing with all this shit and everything. And just like the creepiest shit to him that thought it was scary. So he brings the horror into this movie. 100%.
That's what I was saying, like the monsters and the special effects definitely held their own.
He was definitely the right person to do this movie.
Yeah, for real. Definitely.
He was actually offered the role to do Conan the Destroyer, the second Conan movie, after this one. And he turned it down because he said the script was so bad. It's like,
didn't even give it a shot.
Well, because Beastmaster made a decent amount of money in the movie theaters. It made its money.
Okay.
but it didn't get famous until HBO and TBS. And
Hey.
here's a funny again little thing. People used to start calling HBO, "Hey, Beastmaster's on," and TBS, "The Beastmaster's on." Oh no, the Beast. Oh no, oh shit, what was the other one? Oh no, it was TBS. It was the Beastmaster something, whatever, because they played it like religiously on there. And that's, I mean, yeah, between the videotape that we had. Yeah, see, now we didn't watch that much on HBO because goddamn, we just saw the nudity.
Yeah. We only had three buttons.
Yeah, you're right about that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but that was
HBO and fucking they would run out of
have an HBO box.
You had the box.
Yeah,
you had to have the box with the antenna.
Special antenna on your roof.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
My pops would be up on the roof. I'm in the backyard. Jason's in the kitchen. Miguel's in the living room. Move it a little bit to the left. Move it a little bit to the left. Move it to the little left. Move it to the left.
Moving it to the right.
What the fuck? I said the left.
Also, you gotta remember the Hawk. The Hawk is there.
Saves him, from the what's it called? He frees the guy from the cage and stuff. The guy tries to run out.
Yes.
He sucks him.
Yes.
Drops the bones, and then
that was crazy.
And then the bird comes and saves him, and they give him the
medallion comes from one of the bat people, right?
Yeah, he like smacks it.
Yeah, and it falls down.
Yes.
And the Hawk would respond, and they stopped because the Hawk landed on top of one of the Hawk statues, which had the Hawk head and the body, which is their god that they prayed to.
Go ahead, Chops. Show me how he calls the Hawk.
Yeah, it really is. No, I thought it was awkward too. Especially towards the end, he's like,
and he like does this thing where he sucks in like, I can't do it.
Oh shit! Yeah, true. He did that. I know. I'm like, whoa, that's some pipes on that guy.
So now we're walking, and he goes to the fucking Cannibal Holocaust path with all the freaking bodies with the spikes in them.
Yes.
That was deleted in Europe, actually.
Really?
It was too disturbing. And again, horror guy.
Yeah.
So, but that was pretty like, what the fuck? But no, here goes my next WTF moment.
Nice.
Mayax. There was a kid in the fire. What the fuck?
Yo, that means he's just trying to show he means business.
Right? Dude, everybody knows in the movie business, you don't kill kids unless it's Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, well, he had to show that it was going to be real and stuff before they tried the second kid, Like,
yeah. And then they go for another one, too. It's like, yeah, one's not enough. Let's do a fucking another one.
Well, you know what? It's hard to hold an adult over your head like that. They're struggling and kicking.
That's true. That is such a great image. But it's so fucking disturbing. Like, it's a family film.
It was. You just lost your PG-13 rating.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think PG-13 was out at that time.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely before Gremlins and Temple of Doom. That's when that shit was started.
Now I was thinking, why is that related to Vlad the Impaler? Is that why he did that for the people?
No. That has nothing to do with that.
No?
So,
okay.
It's just a terrifying...
Cannibal Holocaust is a 70s movie. Early 80s. Probably. And you remember that one, Chops? That was the first found footage movie. I just watched it recently on Joe Bob Briggs, and fuck, man, I was like, yeah, that movie fucking definitely is disturbing. They actually took the director to court because they thought he killed those people. That's how good the graphics are.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on Shudder. That was one of those movies, Chops, when I used to come home. I used to leave like fucking the VHS tape.
Oh boy!
When I went to bed,
awesome.
I used to come home like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck is this? I just throw it on and be like, what the fuck are you showing?
I found a thing.
Well, I was into hardcore horror in the early 2000s, and I was just renting everything that I was reading on the message boards. I was a part of a couple of message boards. But yeah, and the biggest thing was this one girl. She was from her vagina and coming out of her mouth was the stake. and they pass it, and it's a found footage thing where like they made this movie, these guys about this tribe, and it was the '70s. It was way before Blair Witch and all that.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that's an homage to that. Nobody ever talks about that scene, but the only thing I do know is that they definitely Germany and a lot of European countries they took that shit out. Yeah, they wiped that shit out.
I mean, it's really just to show brutality because, I mean, it didn't have anything to do with the movie itself.
Great point.
You know, he just walks through it on his way to the temple. You know?
Yep.
So it's just to show that these people are killing people left and right and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
and that would force you to turn back if it was anybody else. I'm going back.
I just gotta say, guys, I'm fucking loving this. You guys are killing it, man. I think we get because we all have that kind of like different like Jay's like the technical guy. I'm like the background story guy. Chop's got the fucking he's got his little fucking comments in there. Yes.
He's happy to be.
Nah, it's great, man. I'm loving it, man. All right, so we throw the kid in the fire. He's gonna throw another kid. The eagle saves the kid.
So can we? Which one is it? Is it an eagle or it's a hawk?
Thank you.
That's why I keep calling it a bird because I don't know, and you guys keep.
It's an eagle. It's supposed to be an eagle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing, the first thing that I thought about when that eagle came and swooped that kid up and started flying away was. So were you trying to tell me that a sparrow brought the coconut?
Yes! Yes! Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Oh, man.
That is fucking great.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Freaking kid for that bird to be carrying. That was the case if I was dog. I'd be like, wow, you know, just come grab me.
Yeah, man. Wow.
That is, yeah. So you mean a coconut? Holy shit, I'm looking. Where the fuck?
Holy snakies.
That is fucking great. Why the fuck can I, what the hell happened to, man, I was trying to find the quote, man. All right, let's move it on.
Yeah, the whole thing.
It's over. Man. That's great, though. You could actually ask Alexa that. What is the flying speed of something, whatever that does?
Yeah.
And it'll tell you the whole freaking Monty Python joke.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, my God.
All right.
So then, after that, it flies away and stuff, and then it shoots over to the nighttime where...
I love how in my notes I keep saying, and Tanya's still hot.
So weird.
But it's something else I got to add on later on when we get further into the movie.
All right, so what's it called? So then he goes to the guy's house, and he returns the daughter, you know, the little girl.
Well, he sends the ferrets to find the kid,
the boy,
the family kid, right?
Yeah.
And the ferrets find the family, and that's how he's able to do it?
Yeah. So you see them running and stuff like
and
that.
That's Sacco! I love that guy's name. Sacco!
That's funny.
He's a new friend. Sacco!
That's funny. Yeah, because he's like, hey, anything you want, I am devoted.
Yeah.
The bird shows up like 2 days later. He's like, oh, man, just tell me you couldn't find me. I'm a cat.
Motherfucker.
I'd be like, yo, you be lucky if I don't tell him you talking all this smack, yo.
Does he know how to talk to animal too?
Feedback, you know?
That's true.
But,
does he know how to talk to animal too? Because he was talking to the animals as well. When the fellas were talking to him,
yo,
like,
man, when a black eagle shows up in front of your door, you know.
It's true, too.
It's time.
That's true.
Kitchen cat.
But he wanted to have a conversation with them, dude.
Doing NWA style.
Yeah, exactly, you know? So, and then he explains the story of what Carrie is and stuff like that.
See, again, I was losing that one. And then we get to the, because Kiri is, which is, yeah. Oh, no, we didn't even meet the guy yet. So, all right, I'm jumping to front.
Yep.
But the judge and the witches imprisoned Zed. Now we find that out. That's what we find out from the story, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the ring that the ferret stole,
Oh yes.
the eye on it.
Yes. Freaky as shit.
That was great. That was great. They
That was
actually,
very good.
later on, when they stabbed the ring, they
Oh,
actually
boy.
deleted that. They deleted that from Europe too. They thought that
Oh
was
my
a
God.
story. I was like, it's a
What
fucking ring.
Exactly.
Like, so wait a minute, you're allowed to do the
Don't-
news naked, but I can't see it, and I
You
get
know what I'm
stabbed on a ring?
No, I'm sure they got that one too. But,
I'm just kidding.
No fun, these people.
Yeah.
so the
But
monks
yeah.
try to kill Seth and the kid. Oh, what is it? I don't know. I got something. I told you, man. My notes are all freaking all over the place.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's happening next?
You know,
The
so
monks try to kill them.
well, first he's got to meet them first. That's where James Amos and the kid show up in the woods.
Yes.
So what's it called?
Prefers to be called John Amos.
John.
Okay.
James is his good times fucking name.
Yeah, damn. I have a problem. He just acted so well, you know.
He's fucking awesome.
But yeah, the guards are chasing them, and then the lion is chasing the guard, and then it
Tiger.
falls into the I'm sorry, the tiger, and then it falls into
Oh
the,
yeah. The pit.
and then what's it called? That's when John Amos
The dude.
you know, knocks the guard into the pit so the tiger could eat him and shit, and that's when
We will also accept the owner of McDowell's.
what?
We will also accept the owner of McDowell's.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
That's the owner of McDowell's.
Yeah, so what's it called? So then that's how they meet him, and then you know, they
So,
find
okay.
him
So,
down there
so
and give
yeah.
him
So
a-
now John Amos. Okay, so I talked about the Shakespeare talk.
Yes.
All of a sudden he gets mad now at one point, and he goes, "No, this ain't no slave girl." Totally like ghetto.
Totally.
You're like,
That's
there ain't
right.
no slave girl.
No, yeah, he didn't do it like that.
No.
No, he did it like he was fucking, like he was in the hood, and he was like,
And somebody told him,
"This ain't
"Step
no
off the
slave
car."
girl."
You know, slave girl.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Chops got it. I can't do it because I ain't got the blood that Chops got. But and I'm thinking back to that. As soon as that happened, I was like, "Well, wait, you couldn't hire Mr. T for that?"
Well, it's the other 90% of it.
Yeah, I know.
think.
But it's just the joke of it. It was just like the way he does it. Says, "Yo, this ain't no
Ain't
slave."
no slave girl.
Yo, he totally fucking went.
Yo, when I heard that,
You
I
did
freaked
too.
out.
Okay, awesome.
I was like, Mr. T would have been like, "Hey, ain't no slave girl."
I pity the fool who thinks he's a slave girl.
All right, now here's another part I lost. Now all of a sudden, Kiri gets freaking kidnapped again.
Yes, that girl
Again.
got some issues.
I know, man.
Okay.
They spent the whole movie rescuing
Well,
her.
no.
Yeah,
So the thing is that she didn't get freed. She was still a slave. She ran back to
She went back to the castle. Right?
Yeah, she went back. Remember, that's when Dar went to go find her, and then he ran
Yes.
into fat guys. Remember, we had that whole conversation.
Oh, okay. I thought they found. Oh, okay.
No,
So- all right,
because
yes.
then he's like, "Yo, what's happening with my cousin and stuff?" And he gets the bird to go look, and he's like, "Oh, they're on their way to that floating boat thing." They're
Yes,
gonna-
and he described the clothes
and
they're
that's
wearing.
when-
Right?
What?
He described the clothes they're wearing.
Yeah,
when you see
exactly.
through the-
You know,
With the
yeah,
eyes.
yeah. And
I
they're
did
like,
a
"Oh,
hawk."
that means they're gonna be getting sacrificed and stuff." So
Yeah, they're gonna be here soon. Gotcha.
Okay.
go
Now
and,
it's coming back to me.
get up on that boat. I tell you,
Well-
yeah, a lot of shit happened in this movie.
That's what I'm saying,
A
man.
lot.
That's there was points where I was like, I couldn't fucking look away. I'm like, wait, how did it get here?
Yeah, man, I had to pause it and give myself
Yeah.
3 minutes to get everything together and then start again where I left off.
It was like fucking Beastmasters. Like this did deep.
Yeah.
It's good
It's
shit.
like they
but-
doing an
And it's funny, too,
autobiography.
because so they see these guys walking and stuff with the slaves, and they're like, "Oh, there's 3 girls and 3 guards or whatever the hell the number is," and they get there, and they they throw off their robes and they start kicking
beating up the Philly police.
Free and shit. And then all of a sudden, like a whole legion, well, not a legion, but like, 12 or 13 people showed up out of
nowhere. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was just like, where the hell did they come from? Why wouldn't they be with the group?
Yeah, well, you gotta understand.
Just in case you guys get slaughtered, we'll be like.
Getting a lot of freeze-ups on you, Jay.
Yeah.
What happened?
You're freezing up a couple of times.
Yeah, I know. You guys freeze up on me too. But
Okay.
yeah, I just I was saying, like, what's the point of being over there? It'd be like, yeah, if in case you guys get slaughtered, we'll be there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And then a pretty narrow path they're walking on there. They're like only allowed one person at a time.
And the other thing I found funny was that, they're trying to shoot at them as the boat's going away and stuff. They're not really that far away, but the arrows just can't reach them and stuff, And I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if it's because everybody has crossbows and not bow and arrows, like real arrows,
Actually, the actual explanation for that is that they're all relatives of actual stormtroopers.
Well, that
unfortunately, they never learned how to shoot. Following orders and everything they were great at, but
major asshole.
Yeah, they just
sorry,
they couldn't shoot a fucking goddamn blaster and back to the day of the arrows, man. It sucked.
Well, that's what I was saying. I noticed all of them have crossbows. Nobody's actually drawing a bow or anything like that. So it's like,
shit, yeah. Oh no,
the limitation of that's how far the freaking crossbow. If I had a bow, I'd shoot it up.
I'm pretty sure, probably too, because to shoot a crossbow is like shooting a gun compared to you got to find people that could. Because I know that for that scene that they hired a lot of students that were in a nearby town. This shit was all filmed in America.
Oh, okay.
So they hired a lot of students for the monk roles and all that stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably just much easier to shoot a crossbow than it is to fucking actually know how to fucking shoot an arrow.
I just thought it looked cool. No, we want to get our army with the latest technology, yo. Don't be.
That's what that's what I'm thinking. I read about the whole making of that scene, and I remember they were saying about that because he wasn't even there. He was trying to film the helicopter scene at the ending. That scene, and that's a whole nother fucking thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you got fucking Ty. He asked Dar to help free his father.
Yes. Yeah,
I love putting it in question mode because let you guys fucking do your work.
Well, yeah, because then now what happens is that they sneak into the temple. They get that's when we were talking about the bird shows up to this guy's house and he's like, "Oh man, tell him I'm not."
Oh,
I'm gonna. They sneak him into the.
So that was that whole scene right there was when I was getting confused when freaking Tal was telling the story or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Who is this?
Yeah, well, those are two different spots. Yeah, because the first time he's telling the story and he's explaining what happened to the kingdom.
That's what I was hoping you could do for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough, right? It was a rough one.
Yeah.
It's a lot to it. As I said, I had to rewind it twice, and I'm like, I still don't get it. I'm like,
no, it basically just told, X. What's it called? He took over. He imprisoned the king. He had his people take over all the soldiers and everything, and now he's running everything. He just basically told them that.
We're talking about Mayox now, right?
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the neighbor. He was
the
telling
neighbor.
the story about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm talking about the main bad guy. He's supposed to be Mayox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we get into that.
So, but anyway, what's it called? So fast forward back to where we were. The neighbor, sneaks them into the temple.
That's a great scene. I love that fucking scene.
That's when they start seeing those beat berserker guys and
stuff.
Yes.
So the cages underneath.
Yeah, on the sides and stuff. And
yes. That was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
And that was another what the fuck. The first time I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? And then
they show you how to make them.
Yes.
And
that was awesome too.
Yes, and yeah, that probably my favorite sequence of the whole movie. My favorite action sequence of the whole movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a video game. They had to try to figure it out. He had to like jump up on top of the thing. He's trying to freaking do all that, whatever.
Yep.
He gets the two ferrets to steal the keys.
Yep.
Yes.
God damn it! How do you not love those ferrets?
I know. they were badasses in that whole movie.
That's true.
They said that the reason why this movie was such a cult following is it had the quadruple thing. It had the action for the adults. It had the sexuality for the women and men.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would think the men would want.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, like Tanya Roberts and Mark Singer with his fucking abs and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was tight like a tiger. The animals for the kids.
Yeah.
And then just the overall action of the film.
Yeah, the adventure.
Yeah, the adventure. Okay. And they said like all four of those points hit that shit, and that's why it became such a big cult classic. So now they find Zed, and his eyes are taken out.
Zed?
Yeah, it's funny because Mayax tries to lock him in the prison cell. Well, this is another WTF moment because he locks him in the prison cell and he's like, "Ha! Now you ain't never getting out." And then the lion shows up, or the tiger shows up, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He opens the door and locks himself with the witch inside the prison. And then he like just jumps off the side and then uses the back door out.
Yeah.
I didn't
like the door was there the whole time.
Yes, that's awesome.
Ixnay on the Archnay.
Oh, you know, right? It's like, well, he's blind. He'll never find the door. He's just going to sit on the staircase and do nothing all day. You know? So then they rescue him.
Then we get the cool spider witch going backwards on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was another one that freaked me out as a kid.
That was cool shit. Oh, yeah.
Sees through the lion's eyes. I keep calling him a lion.
Yes. That was fucking awesome, that scene, man. Yeah.
You guys blinded? Yeah. She blinded
fucking
him.
such a cool fucking scene, man.
Yeah.
That another one. That definitely like just the witch though going up there was like what the?
Yeah.
And then but like again, you look at the body, you're like what?
I was just about to say there's another one of your sexy body
she fucking I mean, I'm sorry, man. She had that body. All right. So the creatures are crazy. Oh, Mad Max villains. Yeah, we get the Mad Max villains.
Well, that's the berserkers that we're
berserkers,
talking about.
Yeah. They remind me of Mad Max villains type.
So they all have to escape, and then they lift up the skeleton skull, you know. He cranks it up, and then everybody escapes down there, and then as the berserker is trying to break the door down and shit, he the lever breaks, so he slices the water thing.
Yeah, he sends everybody down the hole, right?
And then they, him and Carrie, they go up the air vent to escape.
Yes.
You know, while this thing is still.
And then they said there was only one way out when it started it then.
Yeah, well, because he opened up the fucking up that thing, and he tells the tiger and everybody else to go down there.
Yeah.
And he's like, he tells the tiger,
look after them.
Yeah, but that was because the guards were trying to break the door down, and so when he tried to shut the thing, it wouldn't close. So he knew if they broke the door down, they were going to get him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Touché.
Shut this thing down, you know? You know? And then, lo and behold, the berserker showed up. So, he wound up killing the guards behind the door and then breaking the door down. So now he's just like, yo, I really got to get the fuck out. And
he helped out.
Yeah. And then once again, the kick-ass ferrets came in there. Just as the berserker was trying to break the line, bit him.
Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
First, always got to save the day, you know.
and even though the ferret delivered the keys a little late,
Yeah.
but they made it happen. They made it happen.
Yeah. You know? Exactly. If they
better late than never.
They just need to be a little more patient, you know.
Put a little Boltan in there. I want to, I want to do that movie. That's especially me and Jay were having a conversation about that lately.
That's funny.
So all right. So now I got this shit with the setup where I don't know what I'm doing. The setup for
well, they wind up in this camp, where they're all
yes,
like,
and Beastmaster's crying. That's why. What the fuck is he crying about?
I was like, he cried.
Well,
like
because the guy.
And it was such fake tears. It was like that fucking gel tears.
So they could stay there for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Like they weren't moving.
Well, because the guy yelled at him and made him feel like a little piece of crap.
Wait, what?
His daddy yelled at him.
You're nothing. You're anything. You'll never be anything. He's
like, I don't need no coward by my side.
Wow. Must have blocked that out of my mind.
So what's it called? The king is telling everybody, look, we need to go and we need to kick Mayax's ass and we need to get my throne back and everything. And
Beastmaster said, no.
It's like, yo, man, I've seen what these people can do. You need an army to fight these people. You just can't walk up in there and do that, which he winds up doing in the end anyway, but we'll get back to that. So, and then the king, goes off on him about, like, you're a coward, like, beat it, and then he banishes him, from I guess the kingdom of his rock. And then that's why he was sitting there crying like a little bitch, like.
You've been through all that, and now you're going to start shedding tears.
And then Carrie shows up and he's still crying. I'd be
it seemed like so out of character. I feel like it was one of those comedy movies, man, where you like the fucking the guy just starts crying. I can't think of the movie words.
I know you're talking about the Tropic Thunder. He's like, I can't cry.
No, it wasn't that, man. It was just one. Maybe it might have been. I don't know, man. But it was just like it just bugged the shit out of me. It was like it looked so fucking phony, and it was like, why is he crying?
What you're talking about, But yeah, and it's funny too because she's just like, he's like, I love you, and I'm gonna, if you're gonna, why don't you come with me? And she's like, I can't. My place is beside my, my uncle and stuff. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to stay with you then. And she's like, well, you kind of made that difficult because he banished you. You can't stay here either.
You done messed up. You done fucked up, right?
You done fucked up.
You done fucked up.
So.
And then, that's when we find out that Kiri is Tal's cousin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's gonna come into fucking
well, he said.
Oh shit!
He said he was just.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna move it on. That'll be the surprise ending.
But what's it called?
So we
So then
now we know he'll die.
Out that, what?
Oh no! I'm saying, fucking Kiri gets kidnapped with Tal again.
Yeah. So what's it called?
I missed that one too.
They all get. Well, because he warned him that you guys are gonna get fucked up, and then after he kicks Beastmaster, Beastmaster warns everybody that you need an army. You're gonna get messed up, and then the guy kicked him out and stuff, and then John Amos, he says, like maybe you should listen to him. He's dealt with these people before, and the king was like, beat it, we're going and fighting. And John Amos was like, we're doomed. He said something like that, like, damn, we're gonna get fucked up, basically. And then next thing you know, he hears, that from the neighbor that they all got kidnapped. They tried to. Oh, that's what it was. They were doing the plan by the fire. Yeah, and that's when the ring gets stuck. Yeah, so he tried to warn him. Hey, John Amos tells him, hey, he knows our plans. We can't do this. And he's like, I don't care what you say. We're still doing it. And that's when he was like, damn, we're doomed. Like this guy knows our plans.
The ring gets stabbed out by Steph. Take the fire stick out of the fire and stab the ring in the eye of the ring and burns the eye out. And then that's when he tells everybody, Steph, which is John Amos.
Steph.
So what's it called? So then that's when he finds out that they all got kidnapped and stuff. And it's funny because they're all
but do we see the kidnapping? Like when?
No, they don't tell you. I mean, they don't show it to you.
Okay, that's what I was fucking.
Because basically, well, because
did I miss something?
No, because I just told you. They told you about it. They said,
no.
you know,
But
we're going to attack this way. He said, you know, they know our plans and we're going to attack anyway. And that's what happened. They attacked anyway. They knew the plans. They all got kept.
again, you don't, in movies, show, don't tell.
Well, man, that'd be another hour and a half.
Well, that's true too. But I mean, like, come on, man, like, just kind of like they're sitting by the campfire and kind of shit.
Well, no, because they implied that they actually attacked, tried to fight them, and they got captured.
So they got captured while they were trying to escape through the hole. Is that what you're telling me? Like that fucking.
No.
See what I'm saying?
After they escaped, they're all sitting at the rock. Remember?
Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah.
And he's discussing his plan for attacking Mayax and taking his kingdom back over. Mayax is watching it on the ring, right? The whole plan. John Amos sees it.
Oh, so they do the actual attack. You just don't see it.
Exactly. So
okay, now I got you.
No, we can't do this. They know our plans already, and the king.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway.
See, I kept thinking I'm missing something. I kept saying like, fuck, I'm missing something.
They're like, yo, they attacked and they lost, and now these people are going to be sacrificed.
Gotcha.
And then, but it's funny too, because he's like, you need an army to fight these people. You just can't go in here, with a couple people and fight and stuff. And then what happens? These 3 people get, going to be sacrificed. He drives miles by himself, straight through town. Nobody bothers him. Straight up to the temple, and by himself, kicks the shit out of everybody. Of course, the ferrets, of course.
Oh, yeah. We'll get into that. We're getting there. Oh, we're going to that. We're almost there. But then that's when you get, and now he'll die, as will his kid.
No. Oh yeah. That's a little bit. Well,
and then no, that's right before the fight. The fight.
No, what I said was leading up to that point.
Oh, Jesus Christ! There was more to that.
Yeah.
He starts fighting his way up the temple because Kira was going to get stabbed, and that's where Zed was sitting up there on the chair, and once he fights his way up to the top. And he's like, Max, and then it's like, and that's what he does to try and stop him from killing him. The Beastmaster from killing him is he puts the knife to his father and is like, hey, who this is, and then he starts explaining.
Okay.
He's like, my son.
Just call him the coward, you bastard. That's what I'm saying, man.
I know. Like, well, I know he's my son.
But yeah, so now we find out his son, which means that.
And they show the tattoo.
So now that means that he's Tal's brother.
Yes.
Which means that Kiri is his cousin.
Which he is.
Bunch of fucking cousin fuckers, man.
He didn't explain if it's a second or third cousin.
This ain't fucking goddamn Great Balls of Fire. This ain't Jerry Lee Lewis kind of shit.
This is one of those situations where, Mayak had already hit Carrie on the head and she was knocked out. So he was the only witness to that. So if he keeps it to himself, nobody needs to know nothing.
But we know. That's the problem. I don't give a fuck. Goddamn rednecks.
I was just about to say, well, no, at the end, though, she runs after him because he's just like, I'm breaking out, and he leaves her.
I'm done, yeah.
So I was just like...
But that fucking temple fight, though, was the shit, though. That temple fight was fucking awesomely choreographed.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking... That's not even the end,
Yeah, we're not jumping again. But, again, I want to talk about, like, holy fuck, man, the cinematography on that fucking temple scene...
I actually looked at that too. I was like, did Muxing actually jump over fire like that? Because that looks like pretty good.
That shit was up there. Again, the movie has fucking great so the reasoning was that halfway through the movie they decided to hire a stunt director.
Okay.
And this guy did a lot of not 80s movies, westerns in the 60s. And fucking, Don got pissed again. He was like, fuck, man, you guys keep fucking me on this shit. And then the guy wound up being cool as fuck. I hate that I didn't put his name down. He did a lot of older westerns, movies that none of you would probably know. But the guy wound up working with him really good, and it was just like he taught him a lot of shit, like how to deal with horses. Like remember every time the horses got shot, you know, they would go down.
Yeah.
You call them laying down horses, so he learned about them. Because although sometimes they suck because like somebody would walk on the horse from the trailer to the set, and then the horse would just lay down for no reason. He said he saw one horse lay down like 6 times before he actually got to the set. But yeah, he had a great fucking stunt coordinator, and it was gonna lead up to another scene now, and a great pyrotechnics guy, which I'm gonna lead up to.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I know what you're talking about, but I was like, that must have cost some money, man. That's like some shit from back in the day, you know, from back in the day to do, you know.
And it actually wasn't.
Oh no.
But
All right, so what's it
so
called?
wait, he kills he kills one of the witches on the temple though.
Yeah, well,
and turns
no,
into
he
a white
tries
dove.
to. Yeah, he tries to. She opens her thing and he stabs her from behind, and then you see the bird flying out.
What the fuck, a white dove? Really? Like that's good.
A white
I
dove.
don't know.
Like you think it would be a crow or something like that? Like what the fuck? Like did she
No,
die?
damn, man, she's pretty inside, all right?
Again, my other what the fuck moment.
She had a nice body, right? Why can't she be a dove?
And then the ferret, remember? The ferret fucking attacks, sacrifices himself to the fire.
Again, kicking ass on the movie.
But then dies in a fire.
The fire, not the fire.
Yes, when Mayak comes back to life to go and try to stab him in the Beastmaster in the back.
There you go.
You know?
That's what I wanted to hear.
And that's messed up too, because he was like carrying down. He would have dropped her too if he got stabbed. Yeah.
So now he kills Mayak. And then fucking here's my other fucking fourth what the fuck again. The Jeds are attacking the village.
Well, that's where I was getting to that. Like,
yes, and we talked about that in the beginning. I know that, and that's what I said.
That little cloud in the background and shit like that shows that they're coming. You know, like they make a lot of dust. You know, wherever they come, wherever they go.
Like what the fuck? So like that's what I'm saying. Was he the leader?
Are they coming as like a backup? You know, like yo, this Beastmaster's giving me problems. Why don't you guys come over and back me up here? Or would they come in to fuck up Mayak? You know. I was thinking about that myself.
I felt like it was like, all right, wait, after the movie was over, after we killed Mayak, after you kill the leader, that's always the ending of the movie.
Yes.
But no, but his army is just so fucking crazy. And just, let's finish this off.
Yeah.
We got the D&D fucking looking guy, whatever.
But I'm pretty sure they all worked together because that was the whole reason why he was, Beastmaster was going after Mayak to begin with, was because the Jun Horde works for them, and he was trying to avenge his village.
But who are the fucking Jun Horde? We don't see them after the beginning of the movie. That's it. It's like disappear.
Yeah. Well, they
until the end of the movie.
Fucking shit up.
That's what I'm saying. It was just so weird. I was like, wait, who the fuck are these guys? Oh shit, those are the guys who destroyed the village in the beginning.
Yeah, they just rape and pillage, man. That's
and like it's like Beastmaster. Well, you know what? We gotta get revenge to the fucking people who fucking fucked up my village and everything.
I freed your city, man. You got
So they go into this whole Magnificent Seven, Three Amigos kind of thing, and they teach everybody how to fucking defend themselves.
Like Army of Darkness.
Or the Army of Darkness. Yeah. And they build the moat in front of the fucking thing.
Well, they cover it. The moat, it was already oil moat was already there. They just move the bridge and then cover it with dirt.
Okay.
Yes, because Steph is like, cover them out, get over there, cover them out with dirt, make it look like land.
Yeah. Awesome chops.
Wow, the impressions.
Yeah, that was good. So when Don Coscarelli, man, I always have a hard time saying his name. But when he filmed Phantasm, he had to blow up the limo hearse, the hearse thing, whatever. So he hired this guy, and this guy went over and above beyond blowing it up.
Oh, that's good. I would get to that.
So he was like, I fucking love fireballs.
You know what? I wish I could have done that for a living.
Right?
Whoa.
Fire.
Exactly.
So he rehired this guy to do this movie and everything. And this guy did he had pipes that were going into the freaking moat with propane coming out of it, bags of gasoline,
What?
and gunpowder.
Okay,
And the whole thing is that they all had to freaking scientifically freaking figure out how far the fireball's going to go to make sure the cameras were at the right spot to make sure it doesn't go off screen, because he's like, I want my fireball. So now the trick is with the fireball, it's the gasoline. The gunpowder goes off and the gasoline goes flying into the air, and then it would freaking cause this
mushroom
freaking
cloud, yeah.
Like a mushroom cloud.
mushroom cloud. Yeah. He loved it. He goes, watch any of my movies, you see I always try to fucking fit one of those. It's
like a signature.
It's like the Kabuki Man car flip.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Michael Bay wraparound.
Yeah.
With the helicopter flying in the top.
The Kabuki Man car flip actually shows up in a freaking movie, a series of on Shudder. Kabuki Man car flip is Trauma. Back in the 80s, they did a car flip.
Yes.
But, where you hit that ramp, just at the right angle, and it freaking flips over the car. And they use it in every single movie.
Yo, man, that costs a lot of money to blow up a car, man.
Yeah, it's like so it's like every time me and Charles watch a movie or we see one in the theaters, we're like, Kabuki Man car flip! It's the greatest. It's the best. But they actually talked about that because Shudder's got a series called Cursed Films, and they did Twilight Zone the movie. And wow, that was the one where the helicopter hit by a fireball.
Things it happened during the movie.
Yeah, it got hit by a fireball, and the helicopter crashed down. The guy was carrying 2 kids. Vic Morrow was carrying 2 kids. The helicopter crashed, and they show it too. That's what's fucked up. But you see the crash, and it was like, wow. And the thing crashes down, and it winds up chopping them all, chopping them in half.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was John Landis too, director of Animal House in American Werewolf in London. He went to court for that. It's a really cool fucking. It's on your Shudder, Chops. You got Shudder. But anyway, I'm sorry. You know me, I go off.
That,
the pyro thing was a big thing for him.
Yeah.
And it fucking went off like butter.
It was a magnificent explosion.
That was
that was the biggest explosion I've ever seen.
I never seen no oil go up.
That's
like
awesome.
That.
I love it, man. I love that you guys fucking appreciate it like that. Man.
I was like, holy shit.
I was like, someone put a lot of
explosives. That's the fire.
Because you can see the explosion and then the gas follow up.
Yeah. And now, it's all about the gasoline and everything. And it's crazy too, because he tells me he tells about how it's about the temperature. Like if it's cold, the fireball will be closer to the ground, and then if it's like warm, it'll be higher up.
Yeah.
So it was just a perfect fucking thing.
The thing what got me also about that was what a moat actually is. I thought a moat was water surrounding the castle with alligators and everything in it. Evidently,
what the fuck?
Alligators.
Cinderella's in the
You can't get across.
What was that, your Fisher Price storybook?
Hey, man. But when that happened, I'm like, okay, the moat filled with oil. So
a moat is just basically a ditch,
mechanism.
Dug around a.
It's not usually oil.
Yeah, it's not usually, but
it would have been a smart idea.
That it was.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Okay.
That it was.
But yeah, like Jason said, it was usually like just mud going, and it was a lot thicker too.
Okay.
Bigger. Like it was a long time before you could hit the castle. So you just couldn't just jump into the fucking moat and go.
And swim over and climb up the wall.
You need your bridge. You need your drawbridge.
Because
alligators.
Hey man, if I see the moat,
I'm just thinking. I just watched Black Knight and everything.
I'm not going in there.
Yes, and then Martin Lawrence is gonna come and save the princess, right?
Yeah. That movie's actually pretty good, man. I just watched it a couple of days ago.
I've seen that a million times.
Oh, really? I don't watch movies like that no more. When until I started working at work.
You know what?
Ever since I've been working at work.
And cable has the same movies on all month long, so you watch the same movies like
you've been doing
100 times before they change 1 or 2 new movies.
You've been doing this for like a year and a half now, more than that probably.
Yeah, no, I've been working from home for almost like 2.5, 3 years now.
Yeah, so exactly. So now I'm experiencing the joy of it.
And then at work, I was, when we had a DSL line, I was able to watch Netflix all day at work while I was doing my job. So that's when I was watching the really obscure movies and, the foreign films and things like that. But back to the
So after they did that huge explosion, they actually had to work a whole week of just fire in the background and doing all the freaking cool shots. Instead of fighting, whatever, which they all appreciated because they were always cold on the night shots. And they said it heated up the whole fucking area.
I can imagine you stand there fire, you see that shit.
Yeah. The scene originally where the kid lights the torch. Well, it was supposed to be the kid lights the torch. Then they changed it that, all right, now he's going to hit by an arrow, and then Dar was supposed to grab it and then throw it into the thing. And then Tanya Roberts was like, well, I feel like I want to do so. I should do something for this or whatever. So they rewrote it again. They rewrote it again, and she was able to do that whole sequence where she does. She runs over there. She grabs the shorts. She throws it to freaking Dar, and then Dar freaking goes into the fire, right? Or is it kicks it?
No. Yeah, he throws a kick at him. So
Dar kicks it. He sets the guy on fire and then kicks the guy into the fire.
Yeah, so she sets the guy on fire. Right?
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, so she goes to save the little kid, and then the guy comes out of the
So they edit that in because of her request, and that wound up working out way better. He loved that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Made like everybody was into it. Then Dar is surrounded by the D&D guys. He's fighting them.
Well, no, he's about to. They all get surrounded by these guys, and then the guy with the ears jumps over the fire, and they all Spartan like, all right, he says he wants him, so let these two guys, sometimes you gotta fight. And so he lets them have their one-on-one battle, and then
he kicks him to the head to kill him.
No.
Nice kick to the head to kill the D&D.
No, what's it called? The guy with the horns. He has that
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle. I like chops.
Bullwinkle. He has that blade. The stick with the blades on the side.
Yeah.
And he tries to, while they're fighting and stuff, he tries to, hit him and he's stuck on the bridge.
Yep.
And the blade is sticking up, so when he hits him, he falls back and he falls onto the blade. He's like, shit.
Like twice he was swinging that.
Oh yeah. And then what's it called? And then he gets up. It's funny because he couldn't get the damn thing out like this.
Yes.
But now that it's stuck in his back, it just came right out. So he gets up, he's like,
I was like, maybe you should have did that.
And then Dog gives him a kick into the fire. That's what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As he's like trying to he kicks him and then he falls into the fire.
So my thing is, why you have that big ass thing? You can barely handle it, and he throws it over his shoulder. Gets stuck one, and he's trying to fight, and it gets stuck again. And
no, man, because it looks cool. He's a leader.
Exactly.
He's supposed to be able to fight.
That's true.
So after that, then for some reason, as I said, now you gotta, because it was getting late at night. So now I'm like, oh shit, the bat people. Okay, I was like, what the? I'm thinking, I'm reading it like I'm reading Superman 4's freaking dialogue. I was like, oh shit, the people. Like, oh no, it's the bad people.
The bad people.
So yeah, they wind up surrounding them.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
That was awesome.
Yes.
And they kill other guys.
People like running, and all of a sudden a bat just like.
Yeah, they did it really cool, man. They did a really good job of that. So
but one thing I didn't understand was, all of this is happening, and Dar's like, all right, come on, everybody, let's get back, go on the other side of the fence, right? And as he's, right before he gets back in the fence, you see the three of the bad people, like, giving him the look, like, we got your back. Kind of thing. But they keep rising. But the arms like this. It's like, how are you flying if you win? Like this, keep going up.
I think that was the camera.
The camera angle.
Yeah, I think it was the camera was going down. It was like showing like dominance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's another one. So Tao gets an arrow pulled out and says Beastmaster.
What?
That's what I said.
What? Okay, go ahead. But you gotta remember the king, what's his name?
Dead.
said, right? Yeah. He says, get this Beastmaster guy or whatever it is and kill him. He said that in one of his lines.
Well, yeah, and, I don't understand.
You're on.
Once they get into the fence, you know, they go into a house. You know, John Amos, you know, uses the stick to knock all the stuff off the table, and then they lay him down and they basically pull it out and wrap him up, and you know, and he's like, "You're gonna be fine," you know, and that's the end of that.
I think. One thing I had to say was the wardrobe change in the middle of the tunnel by what's her name?
Carrie?
Terry, yes.
Huh?
She all of a sudden, just like she'd been there for years, hit the switch on the wall, went inside the wall, and closed it. And the guy's looking, Beastmaster, he's like, okay, he's fighting these guys. All of a sudden, she comes out, and she's all dressed up, makeup change, shower, shaved. She looks gorgeous. He does a double take. He's like,
yeah, I was gonna say he even does it. Like, how'd you get?
What the fuck? Where'd you come from looking like that?
Yeah, right. He's like, yo, you got something for me to wear?
Like, wow.
Yeah, and then,
go, girl.
like, you know, and then she comes back and it's like, all right, now you can follow me. Now that I, you know, used all
yeah,
this.
now I look good. I look like shit before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Is that better? You like that now?
Man, I had to pee so bad.
Just good. We're at the end, man.
I know. I was like, I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. And then I was like, no. It's like everybody's talking.
So basically, you know, yeah. So they, Beastmaster pulls the knife out and he's like, Beastmaster, you know, and Dar's like, you'll be okay, you know. And then it shows.
I don't know why I said the fuck. I was like, what the fuck? Maybe the way you said it or whatever.
Well, maybe just because it was just like so nonchalantly that.
Yeah.
You know, first he's dying and shit. But now it's just like a mere flesh wound.
So after that, that's when we find out that Kiri's cousins with him. We already established that.
Yes.
So.
And the end scene.
And then it ends off with the kid getting the gift of the boomerang.
Yes.
Switchblade thing or whatever, and then he runs up on the tower.
You get the whole ending there now. The whole thing with I was saying that was the last thing that he had a problem with the producers that he wouldn't direct was after he did the movie, they said, we wanted you to add a scene in there. He was like, what? He goes, I want the ferrets to kiss the tiger. So what are you fucking crazy? He's like, what are you fucking crazy? Gonna eat him?
I saw that. That's what I thought.
So he said, listen, you work out.
I was like, they must have filled that tiger up with some steaks before.
So he said, listen, 3 months after working with an animal trainer, you kind of learn that you can't have the ferrets with the tiger because the tiger will eat the ferrets. You can't have the ferrets with the freaking eagle because the eagle will eat the ferrets. And you can't have the tiger with the eagle because the fucking tiger would eat the eagle.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. Are you crazy? That's ridiculous. So like, no, we want that. No, they were such assholes, man. They sound like that. You never even heard of them. Actually, the guy that fucking was being an asshole to him directed part 2. Which we'll discuss in a second.
We know that classic.
Yeah. So he fucking wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. So he said, I'll go there. I'll be there for it to do the scene and everything, but I'm not gonna film. So the commercial director, the CD, was like, all right, then fuck it. I'll film it. I don't care. So they go to the animal trainer, and they go to the animal trainer. I was like, yeah, we want the ferret to kiss the tiger. This is fucking tiger. The animal trainer says the same shit. The fucking tiger's gonna eat that guy. So they made all the fucking the appropriate things. They tried as hard as they can, and basically they had it wasn't Dar in the fucking the suit.
Yeah.
No, I mean not the suit, but the
no, just saying
with the pouch. Yeah. So they just had to do it at a really quick thing. Action, spin around real quick. The ferret fucking looked at the fucking tiger, kissed him underneath, backed up, and then kissed him again. And he was like, I didn't want to watch this because I was afraid to see what happened, but it was like watching a train wreck. He was like, I wanted to see what happened. And it's like, thank God it fucking nothing happened.
Right?
It winds up being a
As I was
fucking.
saying, I would have just gave that tiger a whole bunch of food and stuff, make sure it's really full and it's not,
He explains a lot
just-
about how to make him growl. Is that they give him a cooked chicken and they have chicken wire around it,
uh-huh.
and they'll have him like have one bite and then pull it away from him, and that's how he growls because he gets angry.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
when you take my chicken away
Poor
from
thing.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly, man. I wonder if they still do shit like that, but
I wouldn't die.
Son of a bitch.
exactly, man. But yeah, so we talked about all the trivia.
And then the
Yeah, so
credits-
yeah, they made sequels. They made two
Three.
sequels
Yeah, there's 3 of them in a TV show.
and a TV show. I think Miguel fucking who never showed up to no show.
Resident expert didn't show up.
What happened?
The resident expert didn't show up.
Yeah, but no, thank God we got you, bro. You filled in perfectly. We don't
Oh,
need no.
and, okay, now, the ending credit, when they pan out, and he's kissing now his cousin.
That was a cool fucking. No, they actually, yeah. Real quick before you say that, they did a helicopter shot for that. They were
Okay.
filming that at the same time that they were showing the monks running up the tower, the mountain,
Yes.
Kiri as a prisoner. But
Mhm.
while they were doing that, there was freaking what do you call them? Shits, the scientist guys, the geologist
Judges.
that had cables going across the river.
Okay.
And the fucking helicopter pilot didn't know about that, and the director did. So him and his wife were on the freaking helicopter, and when they went to go over there, he was like, "You do know there's like cables all over this thing and everything." He was like, "Oh shit, there are," and they said they just missed a fucking cable. The guy like went flying up, just vroom, and
What?
his wife said,
Yeah.
"If you ever want to fucking keep being married to me, you will never do a helicopter shot again."
Oh.
And then he goes, he had to lie because then he had to do another one the next day.
I'd be like, well, I just want to invite you, that's all. But this is my job.
What were you saying, Chops?
No,
So
no.
that whole helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh,
They pan out. He's kissing his cousin now. Well, we're not going to go into that. And the scene was just really, really graphic. Very well done. I like it looked like the Grand Canyon almost.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
That's what it
shit.
shit was, man. Shit.
Utah, maybe.
Actually, he also said that we found out later on was that she really wasn't kissing him. She was yelling at him,
What?
saying that the helicopter wind is going to blow him off the mountain.
That's funny.
We're gonna die. What?
Well, that's
Put
good
your
stuff.
tongue in my mouth. What?
Are you wearing a hat, Chops?
Yes.
Because
I didn't shave my.
I was gonna say, yeah, from on the Zoom call, it looks like a hair. You got a haircut like Ike Turner.
No.
Okay.
I got a haircut finally. Yeah, boy.
I'm still doing my own, so. You know.
Oh, damn.
With the flow beat.
Nah, man. It's official, man. Took me a while, man, to get up
Floby.
the nerve to get it. You know, actually,
Oh, wow.
the Floby was sold out too, man.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't know they were
wow.
still selling
Had
them.
that
me
idea.
neither.
People
They
had
must have
that
made a
idea.
butt on this year.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first time it actually was in demand.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That genius, the guy who invented that shit was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. This shit never worked. And then
Yeah,
like,
right?
pandemic. Wait, what? I sold what? How many?
I knew if I waited 40 years, it would finally pay off, you know?
I've been right all these years.
So you
All right,
want
man.
to talk about part 2?
Holy crap.
Oh, part 2, man. I remember part 2.
Oh, man.
Portal of Time. We saw that together. We watched that together back from Blockbuster. We rented
It's
it.
like, yeah, it starts off like a Beastmaster kind of Conan movie.
You watched it?
Although, I'll tell you what, his blonde hair was killing me, though. That long hair, blonde hair. I got to see some of it, and
I was gonna
like
say,
as a
man.
reminder. And
Bless you.
no, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's
but
rough.
but it started
bad.
coming in like, oh, there's the bad guy and all this, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be, like a Conan type of movie, like you would expect. And then all of a sudden, this portal opens up, and it's like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
New York City or some shit.
90s.
You're like, wait a minute. Don't tell me they're going. No. What is that?
They went there.
And then they had to cross over, and it's like,
And it was by the producer of the first one that gave this guy all this shit.
Oh my God.
And Don Coscarelli doesn't get a dime for that. And he never gets, he goes, fucking, the first Beastmaster made mad money, and they fucking never gave him a dime either. He never makes a dime.
What the fuck?
He lost all the rights on everything because he did jerk-offs.
Yeah, but that came a typical, I meet somebody and now they're going to tour me around, there's some prehistoric guy who's going to tour around, the 90s.
All I remember from that scene was he was driving in like a red Porsche or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a Cadillac. It was like
a Cadillac, and then they passed by a movie theater, and it says the Beastmaster on it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That's when I lost it." I was like, "All right,
wow,
I'm done." Yeah,
wow,
yeah. And then they made a third one. That looks even cheesier.
Watch the trailer, and enough said.
Yeah, the third one is even cheesy. Looks even cheesier. I didn't even made it to that one.
Yeah, I didn't even get to watch the commercial for that one.
But the TV show used to be on UPN 9.
Okay.
So again, those were one of those where I was just like I wasn't into any kind of real TV shows at that time.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a teenager doing my thing. So I was like, but I know. I think Miguel watched it. That was like around when Conan the series came out.
Yeah,
or whatever.
sure, Xena.
Yeah. That probably was the reason because of Hercules and Xena, the popularity.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why
Channel 9 probably wanted to get their own version.
Jumped on the wagon.
Yeah, jump on the wagon, but it didn't work out. And I never heard the same thing with Highlander. They did a Highlander.
Yeah, because I think it was only one season.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Man, guys, we did it, man. Episode 2. That's 2. What a great fucking episode, Jay. Thank you for being our resident Beastmaster expert out of nowhere.
I'm full of surprises. I told you.
Yeah, man, you definitely are,
man. I tell you, only if they need a movie with like real, like, scientific information, I can remember it.
I still don't know the fucking goddamn plot of the goddamn movie. All I know is that so he's a cousin fucker by the end of the movie. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, did nobody ever talk about this?
When I found that out.
But
I found that out. Damn, go ahead.
I don't know if I told you that before though, but an interview with him, he did say that he still wishes it was like 15 minutes shorter.
Uh-huh.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
I agree with him. It definitely could be 15 minutes
Definitely.
shorter.
I would do the same thing.
But still great.
Just like, movie starts, the booby scene, the end.
There's a lot of
so you need.
I wish if it was like the old school, well, not the old school, but whatever, don't worry about it. But let's close it up, man. This was great, man. Yes. Thanks everybody for fucking joining in, man. We'll be back next week. We don't know what movie we're doing yet, but I'm sure it's just going to be interesting as our last 2 movies. But we'll talk about it, man. We'll do all that stuff like that again. Yes. Thank you, fan guys. See you next time. Same Electric Boogaloo channel, same Electric Boogaloo time. Peace out, brothers.
I'll see you guys later.
Boogaloo.
All right, bye.